Let's see how to build a custom AI assistant for your business. So here we are also going to see how to delay the responses for a customer's question, so you can actually make it more humanized as well. And also we will see how to limit the customer's interaction as well. So let's say you build a custom AI assistant for a specific use case and you want to actually limit their messages they actually send, and you want to actually charge a particular subscription for the custom assistant. You can actually do that. So we are also going to see how to implement those sort of systems as well. So here I'm in the analytics section. So this sort of custom assistant can actually works on any of these channels connected over here. So let's go to the flows over here. We want to actually create a custom flow over here. So let me go to the flows right here and create a new custom flow. Let me name this as custom AI assistant over here. I have just created a custom flow named as custom AI assistant. So the thing is that if you go to settings, integrations, so here you have the option to connect Cloud, Gemini and ChatGPT. And here if you switch this on, automated response, switch this on, what happens is that what sort of business information you have here will be used to answer customers' question, and they will be actually answered instantly. So if you want to actually make a delay, like let's say you want to delay like 1 minute or for a few seconds, then you actually need to create a custom flow right here. For example, custom AI assistant, and set this flow as a default reply right here to make it work. So I will actually explain how to do that as well. So let's actually create a flow over here. So let's start with the OpenAI action over here. So let's see, simply use OpenAI here. So here you can simply add whatever the business information you want to have. So you can add business information what you want to have here. For now I want to keep this as empty right here, and here where you want to save this response field, so you can simply save this on any sort of response field. So here we have this response field already created, AI output I'm actually saving. So if you don't have any sort of custom fields, you can simply create a new one as well. So AI triggers by default you will see. If you don't want that one, you can simply disconnect as well. So let me simply click continue. So now let's say we are actually generating a response for a customer question over here. So let's see, the customer's question will be saved right here, and it simply says you are a helpful assistant. So it's going to just respond to the customer as a general assistant, AI assistant over here. So here you can add your own business information or add your own prompt, business use cases, those kind of things possible. So let me actually wait. So let's say we want to add a delay over here. So let me add send message again over here, and here you can add whatever the delays you want to have. So here typing, so let's say you want to wait like 10 seconds, or you can even add like 15 seconds. So if you want to wait for a minute before you send a response to the customer, you can simply add 60 seconds right here. Simple as that. For now let me add like 1 seconds. So here I just want to add just 1 second over here just for the demo. And here you want to send the response back to the customer. So if you remember, we actually save this particular response OpenAI in this AI output field. We want to send this particular response back to the customer, so it should be AI output. Simple as that. So choose AI output right here, so it will be sent to the customer after 1 second. So now if you simply click publish over here, we have this flow name as custom AI assistant. Go to the settings, make sure automated responses is switched off for all these models you have connected. So here actually you are using only OpenAI ChatGPT. So go to the general, and here you have to simply choose that particular flow, custom AI assistant right here, and click save. So now when a particular customer send any sort of messages over here, so let's actually add the delay as 5 seconds. So let's add the delay as 5 seconds right here, and let me publish this again as well. So now when a particular customer asks any sort of questions, they will receive responses after 5 seconds. So we can actually test this one on any sort of channels right here. Now let's test this on the WhatsApp channel. So when I send hi, after 5 seconds only we will be actually receiving the responses over here, because we actually set the delay time as 5 seconds. So as I mentioned, you can actually set your own delay times as well. So let's see what sort of response. So as you see, after a few seconds we actually receive the response. So this is how it actually works. But let's say if you want to actually limit the customer's interaction, so let's say after 5 message we want to actually ask them to pay to use the particular AI assistant, we can actually do that as well. For that we have to do some sort of custom field over here. So here let me create an action over here, and here in the action block, we want to actually create set custom field. So let's create a new custom field over here. So it should be a number, and let me name as, so let me name this custom field as messages sent, and it's a number custom field. All right, and here we want to increase this value by 1. So every time a particular response is sent to the customer, we want to increase this custom field value by 1. And here we want to actually, what we are going to do is that, let's say we want to limit the customer's interaction after 5 messages. So here you can actually change the start option over here by tapping on the starting step as this one. So initially this is the starting step. Now I want to change this condition as the starting step. So here in the conditions, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to capture that messages sent is less than or equal to 5. So if it is less than or equal to 5, no problem, we can simply allow customers to use this AI assistant. And when it actually reaches 5, we want to actually check if they are actually already a paid customer. So here we actually going to have a new tag called as paid. So to create new tags, you can simply go to the flows right here. So if you click on flows, you have the option to create new tags as well. Choose tags. So let me create a new tag as paid customer. Click continue. So I have already created a new tag as paid. So here you can actually search for the tags you create right here. So I have this tag paid. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to actually, so if the messages sent is actually greater than, so the condition is messages sent less than or equal to 5, then we want to send the customers, we want to actually allow customers to use this particular AI to actually exceed the 5 messages. That means for the 6th message, we want to check a condition right here. So here we want to add a condition right here to see if they are actually a paid customer. So condition tag is paid customer. So if they are actually a paid customer to use this particular assistant, no problem, they can simply use it. So we can simply send that particular request back to the OpenAI and keep sending request to the customer. So let's say if they are not a paid customer, we want to actually ask them to sign up for the subscription. Simple as that. So here, sorry, you have exceeded your free usage. Please get a subscription now. And here you can simply add a button called as maybe subscribe and the particular payment link or subscription link as well. So click save. So what happens is that after 5 messages, they will not be able to access this free AI assistant right here. So that's the simple idea over here. So let's see a live demo of how this actually works. So here in the first interaction itself, I received this sort of message. So the reason is that we don't have that particular custom field set up over here. So it checked the condition if it is a message is sent less than or equal to 5. So it doesn't have that particular custom field set for the particular customers. So we actually resulted in this sort of message. So this is wrong over here. So we need to fix this one. So let's see how to fix this. So when a particular customer interact for the first time, we don't have any sort of values for this messages sent. So let's add a condition right here. So let's add a condition, the same condition messages sent. So let's see has any value. Add the condition. Let's move this over here. And here starting step should be this one. So if it has any values, we want to actually check if it is actually less than or equal to 5. If it is actually doesn't have any values, that means they're actually interacting for the first time. So we can simply send this right here. So after the first message, it will simply have value and they will simply go through these sort of steps over here. So hope we have actually fixed this correctly. So now let me test this again over here. So I also want to remove this wait 5 seconds as well, so I want to receive the responses quicker. So now I'm going to send the message hi and see what happens. So I send the message hi right here, and it says hello, how can I assist you today? So now if I refresh this particular inbox over here, we should see messages sent variable assigned to this customer as 1. So as you see here, they interacted 1. So let me ask another question. Who are you? So this is the second message I'm sending. We should receive the responses again as well, and it should say 2. If I refresh and show you, it should say 2. So now let me quickly send another message over here. Hi. So I want to send 5 quick messages right here for this AI assistant. Again, hi. So this is the first message, fourth message, and let's send the final message hi as well. Alright, so now if I refresh this particular inbox right here, so I just refresh the inbox, and as you see here, message sent is 5, and this particular customer doesn't have any sort of tags over here, so this is not a paid customer. So what happens is that if I send the 5th or 6th message right here as hi, it simply asks the customer to sign up. Let's see what happens. So it actually works for the 5th message as well, because the condition here is that the condition we set here is that less than or equal to 5. So this also works when we send the 6th message as well, because at the time the message sent is 5. Now it's actually updated as 6. So now if I send a message right here, it shouldn't actually allow customer to use the AI, and simply says sorry, you have exceeded your free usage, please get a subscription now. So even if I send any sort of messages, they will be keep receiving this sort of message again and again, asking them to subscribe. So you can simply add your payment or subscription link over here. So if they are actually a paid customer, so you can actually use the integrations with Zapier or Pabbly or Make to actually add a tag to the customer automatically when they actually make the payments. So once you have done that, or you can actually manually add a tag here as well. So this is the profile we are actually doing. So if you manually add the tag as paid customer over here, then you should be able to, that particular customer should be able to use the AI over here. So let me show how this actually works. So now I had already added the tag paid customer. So now the customer should be able to use this particular AI right here. See, we should actually receive the response back again. So as you see here, since this particular customer is a paid customer, they can actually interact with this chatbot forever, and they can actually use this over here. So if I refresh, the message count simply increases right here, and they can actually use this chatbot because they have a tag named as paid. So let's say if they actually cancel the subscription, if you remove this particular tag from the customer, and if they try to send any sort of messages, it simply won't allow them to use this. As you see here, you have exceeded free usage, please get a subscription now. Simple as that. So this is a quick way to create a simple custom AI assistant for your business, or you can even create a specific use case custom assistant and charge a subscription for your customers as well. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. Thank you.